Hey guys, and welcome to Captain Charlemagne's Models. I'm your Captain Charlemagne, so let's head over to the bench and see what we're doing for today's project. Hey you guys, and welcome back to the bench. So, today, what I was planning on doing was we were going to be working here on the middle decks, and I'm sure some of you seen the short which showed those being attached. However, I kind of struck at being unlucky. So what happened was, while I was at work, somehow or another, my nephew decided to come up to my bench, and he somehow split decks D4, D5, and D6 in half. So I literally had to rip those from the model. And I also had to go and replace several of the deck beams because they were broken in half or just taken with the decks. And when I mean split in half, I do quite literally mean split in half. You can also see right here, there's some damage right here. So I have messaged OCCRE to see about getting some replacement decks because I don't want to buy a whole nother model just to replace those. But something that was done recently, as you can see here at the front, we have did some planking work here. The marks on the deck are in fact where the holes need to be drilled back out that are underneath it. So what I thought we'd do today is, well, we are going to do some plank work here on D7. But until I hear back from OCCRE to replace those decks, we are going to have to put the Prinz Eugen off the bench for a little bit. And while that's going on, we are going to be returning then to the swordfish. But enough about that. I'm going to go for a minute. I'm going to get the something to drink and the wood strips, and I'll be back with you guys here in just a minute. Okay, and we are back. So, got my drink, and we are going to get started here. So, due to the fact that, well, we are missing parts of our deck, we are going to only be going up to about here on this line here with the planks, and about here at the ending for the ones that go there. So what do you guys say we get started? First plank. Time. So I hope you've all been having a good week. Personally here, it's been bleeping hot as crap. We've literally had days where the heat index has been in the low hundreds, and you go outside and you suddenly feel like you just got punched in the gut because how hot it is. Another thing that's recently on my side that's went on is, well, we just had inventory. So if you saw on the community section of the YouTube channel, I mentioned that there had been no video last week, mainly because of the need to take care of that, and I would not have had time to make any content due to that. Alright, first deck piece on. And yes, I know for some of you I am not doing this right as by the instruction manual. according to the instructions, I'm actually supposed to cut this a lot more than I am. But it's just a case of, for Prinz Eugen, yes, I'm trying to build her as best as I can. So don't think I'm taking the lazy man out. I'm trying my best to build her. But I'm also wanting to learn how to do planking differently. So for things like the Prinz Eugen, I'm going slightly off what the instructions want me to do in terms of like the decking, and doing it my way, while the next ship that we are going to be doing, next wood ship, let me rephrase that, which we'll be doing, I'm still on the fence on if I want that next wood model to be the Santissima Trinidad or the Montanes, both of which are OCCRE kits, because, well, even though this is my first wood model, I have indeed just loved this kit so far. It's been a case of, I have absolutely really no wood building experience in terms of models, and yet the instructions have been relatively clear. There's the part of the deck beams kind of not exactly telling me what part they're supposed to be, and almost accidentally using some of my planking for the side of the hull wood as the deck planking, but aside from that, everything's been fairly easy to understand for me in terms of the kit. Those are glued down right. As tight to each other as I can get them. Okay. Also, in other news, recently it's been announced that if anyone's familiar with Jason over at Model Kit Stuffs, is possibly coming up soon, launching another group build. It's going to be according to the thing, from what I understand, it's going to be called the Willy Group Build. So it's anything that has wheels or travels on wheels. So it can be anything from military vehicles, from what I've seen, to understand, to commercial vehicles, to things like race cars. And when I mean race cars, I do mean like any kind of race car, like Formula One, NASCAR. Trains are also involved. From what I understand, it starts in September. I do believe more information is going to be coming out over the next month on it. So if anybody's interested, I would say go check that out. And as I also learn more, I shall give you guys an update if you guys wish to go check out his channel and join up with the group build, because I do know there's going to be a lot of modelers who are in fact interested in doing it. He's currently has a ship group build going on, and a number of the people that are part of it have been building the Vanguard models Cherbourg, and funny thing on that is that just yesterday Jason finished the first video in his series on introductions into wood modeling for that kit. So yeah, if you want to build that and you want a guide to it, he has that also. But I know a lot of modelers are currently building that, and I've seen a number of pictures that they've all uploaded, and it's a very interesting looking kit. I will not deny that. Alright. There we go. So first few trying not to cause any damage to those at the front. So first few planks are on, as you can see. Yeah, it doesn't look pretty. I will not deny that. It does not look pretty, all these planks, but that's what we're working with. And well, some of this will be fixed up later on as we go on. I got damage in a ton of different places. From having to pull those I just hit that when I didn't want to. Note to self, avoid the edge of the ship for the moment. So I don't end up hitting it again and knocking the piece off. Alright. So what I was thinking about for this video with you guys is we're going to only be planking up to here on the deck for this episode. The main reason being, sadly I do have to go do something in a little bit, and I didn't want to do any kind of like long-term video, then suddenly have to stop recording just to go do it. In the well, the original plan was, believe it or not, was to do, I believe it was like 4 videos. So those 4 videos would cover each part of the deck being planked. So you would have half of each deck being done, which granted there's like multiple decks more than that, but that was the plan. Half of D7, half of D6, and half of 7, 6, 5, and 4. Do half of those while off screen doing D8 and 1. And well, you can see so far how that plan's come. Middle deck's destroyed, and well, I already did the first deck. So what I'm thinking about doing is doing an episode where we can just do half of D8 maybe. But aside from that, as you can see, we're actually doing that part of D8 as we do this. So technically we're fulfilling both obligations of this video, where half of one deck is going to end up covering pretty much part of the other. Alright, that one's down. Doing here, I'm actually going slightly above this line instead of cutting on it like I've been doing. Mainly just to get a little bit above it so I can finish off that plank right there before I add more. I do apologize if some of this is going off camera. And what I mean by that is, as you can see back here, we do got some of the decks being planked over this side. I do sadly have some gaps I'm not kind of fond of, but I might be able to fix that later on. This one go all the way across. Crap, get that where I didn't want it to. That deck's kind of hanging a little too far off. So gonna go up to right about there. First line.
Where's Powerhouse?
Have that one on. To the back side of that one, so we made 2 lines for this. There we go. there they are. I was having to locate my planks. Deck planks. Well, it's not all bad. What was it? The other day I had to go hunt for them because I was using one and I couldn't find it. And the one I was using was literally right on the desk next to me. I'm looking everywhere and I couldn't find it, and it wasn't that far from where I was at all. So yeah, had a Doug Jeffrey moment. And again, I do apologize if some of this is not being caught on camera. Let me see something real quick. Okay. See if I can't move this further up the desk. Okay, so move it further up the desk and we can get more of what we've already done here. On. on now. Like I said, make a mark, that way I know exactly where part of the stuff to drill later is. That way I'm not having to try and second guess myself on the spots. I mean, yeah, I could probably use underneath, but where some of these spots are is where the ribs are, so I wouldn't be able to see those. Under most normal circumstances. one more set here. Had to go retrieve that dropped. Alright. This is more to let me know that this part right here is a circle. I mean, yeah, I'll have the figure manual to help, but that is for later. So, anyway, so that is going to conclude what we're going to be doing here today. Anything else that's really going to be done here on the model, that's all just going to be done more off screen. But yeah, that's today's episode of the Prinz Eugen. Hopefully I hear something back from OCCRE and we can get back to building of the model. Until then, we will be moving back to the fairy swordfish. So I hope you all have a nice day. I hope you have a nice week. Take care of yourselves, and I shall see you all again here fairly soon. This has been Captain Charlemagne, and I'm signing off. Ta-ta for now, everyone.